Hey there slackers, welcome to Mini Games. My name is Twisted and today we are going to be playing Expand. So, what the heck is Expand? Expand is a beautiful game that is coming out on Steam today. It's probably already out, I'm not really sure. In Expand, you control this little red square and you spin around the dot in the middle of the screen and everything is in a circular motion, and it is kind of like a puzzle game, but not really. It's more of an experience, I guess. It does get difficult sometimes. Sometimes it's fairly simple. Sometimes it's not fairly simple. Sometimes you need quick reactions. Sometimes you need quick thinking. Sometimes you just need to go with the flow. I finished the game. It took me around 2 hours, a little bit less than 2 hours to finish it. So it's not that long, but it's really. It's wonderful. This game is really quite wonderful. So we're gonna be playing a little bit of it. I may not actually talk that much because the soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal, and I feel like me talking just ruins the soundtrack because it's so good. The soundtrack is really amazing. It reminds me of Thomas Was Alone's soundtrack a little bit. So let's talk about controls. Controls are really simple. I am using a controller. The controls do work with the keyboard, but it's not as good because you use A and D to move like clockwise and counterclockwise, and W and S to move up and down. So it can be kind of confusing because sometimes W is up, sometimes W is right, sometimes it's left. It depends on your rotation. So I find the control to be a lot simpler to use because down is always down on the controller, which makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I didn't change the keyboard controls to be like that. But yeah, so we are playing as the square, as I mentioned. We are moving in. The entire game is actually a single screen, basically, and the level changes its shape and it swerves around, it swirls around, it opens up new paths, and it's always we are always playing in this simple area. The level changes around us. We don't actually move from the center. We move to the center point because the level just changes the shape depending on how we move. There's a bunch of optical illusions that make it seem like we are getting bigger or smaller and whatnot. We can die, by the way, so if we stay here, we will get squished and we will time warp back to our latest checkpoint. And sometimes the level will have a different orientation because it's cool like that. I really like that feature. Makes it a bit more dynamic, I guess. And it looks really cool. Yeah, and the music fits absolutely perfectly. There was one track that I didn't quite enjoy because it was a little bit too high pitched for my taste, but that was just one of them. Okay, be aware, so it gets a little bit trickier from time to time. We can try doing this. We can try to go up here and that will squish us, which is going to be obviously really bad. So we need to go here to open up another path. That's the way the game teaches us to do that. We can make it if we just run, and then we have to go over here, and then the level will continue opening up. So these are basically like switches in space. Not space like in stars and sci-fi, but space like in area, nothingness. Yeah, okay. I really quite like how the level changes depending on what you do. And we are still technically playing the tutorial level. There's not a lot of text. You probably saw you saw 50% of the text already in this game, because most of it is on the main screen. There's not really a story. It's an experience. It reminds you of watching modern dance or something. Sometimes it's very elegant and quite what's the word I'm trying to find here. It's very, yeah, patience is needed. It is very elegant to make it simple. I'm gonna try to think of a better word for that because it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite get it. Ah, man. All right. It's serene. Although that's not really what I was going for, but it is serene. Be close. Alright, so the level will continue. It will not continue around, but it will start spinning once we get here. I feel, yep. So we had to be careful because if we stop, we are gonna get squished against the wall and we won't be able to make it. And everything will warp back in time and we're gonna have to do the same thing again. So we have to be fairly close to the middle here. We have to try to move along. The controls with the controller, they work perfectly, by the way. So if you're using a controller, you won't have any issues whatsoever. Keyboard, I think it would be maybe a little bit too difficult. I'm gonna actually try to beat this level with the keyboard. I mean, it's usable, but it's really strange that it's not the same as the controller. Down is not always down, and it's kind of it's a lot more natural with the controller. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's actually switch back, because I don't want to use the keyboard. I like playing games like this with the controller anyway, so yeah. Oh, careful now. We are at the end. All right, the level will change now, obviously. All right, so you have a little bit of a time trial thing here. We have to be quick enough, and that's pretty easy as long as you don't start running too soon or too late. Alright, and keep moving. Okay. One other thing I really like about this is that each level, this is still tutorial, so it's just teaching us stuff, but later on we will have separate levels, oh god, and each level will have its own theme. Themes like patience or escape or close, I don't remember all the names, but I have to say they really execute the themes quite well, and I think we're gonna be, yeah, this is our level select. So there are 4 main levels for the game. This is our level select screen. I'm gonna go on the left because that's the first one I played on my first try. And the level will actually get sucked in as we move, which is a really cool effect. And our goal is basically gonna be to fill up these 4 like quadrilaterals in the middle. I'm gonna find the missing thing that we are missing. It's all very abstract, so yeah. Alright, so our goal here is gonna be to just go into the exit. One thing I really like is that the game, it doesn't always tell you, it shows. It doesn't tell, it shows, which is something I really quite enjoy. So it doesn't use a lot of words to explain, which makes me get stuck into it a little bit more than usual. So I think this is the wrong way, but I can go here anyway, because that's what I did on the first try. So we go over here, and then we get moved to the other side, and we are here, and we cannot actually move here. It's blocked off, but we do see 2 buttons, and the buttons are a different color than the rest of the environment. Everything is black and white. Buttons are gray, and our cube here is obviously like pink red, and there are red obstacles that kill us instantly. But yeah, obviously we have those buttons, so this thing teaches us that sometimes there will be buttons and we need to find those buttons to use them. How do we move here? Okay, so this teaches us that sometimes the terrain will move as we get closer, which is really cool, so we have to do it like this. It also does quite a good job of visually showing us where we're gonna have to move, which is something I really like. It shows. This game shows a lot of stuff very well, and I love it. This game is a really it's extremely well designed, and you don't often see that in games, because I mean, you don't often see well designed levels like this. People often have to like you get a written tutorial, a text based, and this is a lot more elegant, and I feel like it's really good. By the way, this game is available on Steam for $6, or your regional equivalent, it's $6, €6, 7 Australian dollars. Oh, we have a timer here. Okay, so obviously that's a timer. So what happens? The gate will close. Alright, so we have to follow the timer. Oh god, this could be a little bit tricky. Let's see if we can make it. We should be able to make it. Just keep moving along now. Get the button in time! Okay, almost. Alright. By the way, there will be a level editor when this game comes out, so you will be able to create your own levels, which is really cool. I can't wait to see what people do with that. I'm really liking this game. I think it's really good. Okay, Peril, that is gonna be our first area here, it seems. Which is fine. I don't mind it at all. It's probably gonna be very perilous, obviously. Okay, here are the red lines. Okay, it's gonna show us that red lines appear, and it won't allow us to touch them immediately, but it will show us that red lines exist, and that we don't actually want to touch them. We are blocked off from touching them, so they're probably a bad thing. We don't know yet, but it seems like they're a bad thing, and that's what I love about this game. It's showing us. It's showing us things. It's teaching us so well. I love like design theory and whatnot. I love like developer commentaries and design stuff. If we just touch this, we're gonna get rewound back to the area. I love like design theory, developer commentaries, and whatnot. This is such a good example of game design, I feel. I mean, I'm no game designer myself, but as a person who plays a lot of games, I feel like this is really well designed. And I love it. I really do. I really do. Okay, so it teaches us that we sometimes have to be careful. There's a pattern to everything. We are not supposed to always rush into things, because that one is on a double cycle. So if you move to the right, we are gonna get killed. So we have to be careful. That has a different cycle than the rest of them. Alright. We should be safe from now on, because everything is on the same cycle, I think. Yeah. Except the exit, but we will just be able to reach it now, I think. It will go down. Yeah, it will go down. I almost touched the red thing by accident. That would have been very dumb. Thankfully it didn't. Okay, now it's gonna move us by force, which is fine. We can just hide quickly. We have enough time to swerve. Okie dokie. Alright, so now things are gonna come out of the walls. We're gonna have to be in a tunnel, and we're gonna have to follow them. It's fairly simple. Keep in mind, we are still playing on the same plane as the main menu. This is all the same. It's the exact that dot didn't disappear from the screen for a second. This is still the same area as the main menu. It's so cool. Right, so we have to go over there, I think. Seems fairly obvious. There doesn't seem to be anything preventing us from hiding here, as far as I can see. Let's go into this area. It seems kind of dangerous, but it will get protected by the black shadow of nothing. Alright, so these will probably align in the middle, so that's gonna be our goal now. Okie dokie, and let's continue moving along this thing, because that seems alright, and then we're gonna have to go all the way back. I don't think the exit would have appeared, oh god, if we actually stuck in the middle lane. Something to keep in mind. No shortcuts here. Alright. Don't get us kicked in. Alright. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, we've seen this puzzle before. It's gonna get a little bit trickier now, though. Remember the tutorial? We had this exact same thing, but the cubes weren't red. This will switch direction. I remember this thing. It will switch direction now. No, not now. Now. Not now. Oh, now. Yes. Okay, good. You're gonna switch it again. So this is just basically like a waiting exercise. We have to be careful not to mess this up. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Okay, it's going back. Oh, still going back. Okay. Okay, that should be it. Now we should be able to leave. Please don't come back. Good, thank you. So yeah, we had this exact same thing in the tutorial, but it didn't have the red things. The game introduces concepts gradually, and it always teaches you in a safe environment first, and then it lets you get in danger. It looks really cool. It looks really difficult, but it's actually really simple. You just move around in a circle. That's all you need to do. Just keep moving. Here it's a bit more difficult, as if we are just too hasty, we will die. We have to be a little bit careful. Look at the pattern. Pattern is simple. That's good. We're gonna wait one cycle just to be safe. I could try rushing here, and I will because I'm a dummy, but I made it anyways. Play it safe. Alright, so this will start moving, I think. Yeah, it will. It's gonna get released into nothingness, and it will start moving, and we will start getting red things coming towards us. I think it's very... okay, it's actually gonna be just black lines coming towards us. Maybe there will be red lines later on in some other level. And we're gonna have like a very similar puzzle to this, but the yellow circle will be spitting out red blocks instead of black ones. It's still really simple. It's still the first level. I actually don't know if the levels are always in the same order or if they're always in the same location. So I don't know if I went to the right side, if I would have arrived on level 3. or on this level. I mean, I'm calling this level 1 because this is the first one I'm playing. Peril. I don't know if I would have arrived on Peril if I went right, or if I would have arrived on, what was it? Escape maybe? I don't. Oh god, I messed this up completely. Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to do that. Thankfully, the game does have a checkpoint, so we don't have to do everything all over again. Where do we want to hide here? That's a good question. Probably want to stick to the middle as close as possible. Yes, that seems ideal. Okay. What's going on now? I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna be okay. This is a tricky part. I remember this one. Oh god. Oh crap. Oh balls. Just keep swerving around. Yes, we made it on first try. Awesome. Keep in mind, I already beat all of these levels, so I do kind of know what to expect. I did know that that thing was gonna like change direction 2 minutes ago. Because I got killed in that part. And it also teaches you, expect the unexpected. Oh god, I totally got stuck here. Oh yeah, that wasn't... It was my fault, not the game's. The game actually controls really well. I haven't had a single issue with my controls. I'm gonna have to go back here. Let's not get stuck again. Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna have a similar thing again. We're gonna be moving left and right. Ooh, can we make it? Yes, we can. Alright. Oh, yes, we can. And we had to. Oh god, please let me go. Please let me go. Oh shit, I think we can just hold the direction right now. And we will never get stuck. Yeah. Ooh, bold. Okay, this should be the last wave, I think. Yeah. I was right. Okay, and we are gonna be able to reach level, end level. Awesome, so we are... This is the end of level screen. We get the pink thing. This looks really cool. Let's actually play a little bit more. I'm really enjoying it. I don't want to spoil the entire game. I'm gonna play like for 2 more minutes, I think. Let's go up here. Play for 2 more minutes to show off another level. So I beat like an entire section. There you have the tutorial, the 4 levels, and then an end level. So there's 6 levels technically, with tutorial being a little bit shorter than the other ones. Let's open the path. We're gonna have to do a similar door puzzle again, as that's a theme. Alright, so this here introduces to a new theme. So as we move, the level moves around us, and we can open paths actually. We've seen that before, but here it's gonna be a little bit more emphasized, I think. Let's go over here. Yeah, definitely, I remember this thing. Alright, so we're gonna be moving here. This is actually on a timer, we're not moving these. Alright. Go around, and we should be here. What's here? Oh, this is the way back. Alright, good. I don't want to go back yet, I want to activate the button, which should be here. This should be fairly simple. Alright. We just let it go here. We can just let him take us where we need to be. And that should be the button. Exactly. Okay, that opened one path. We can go back. And we can take the shortcut. Because, as we'll learn, sometimes the level will move if you move in front of it. So this is now rotating in a different direction. Good. Because otherwise we would have been stuck completely. But we're not, which is great. It's always good not being stuck. Because if you're stuck, that's bad. It's never like a good feeling to be stuck in a level, and it's good to always have an extra option. I don't like when games put you in like an irreparable fail state. You cannot actually do anything to come back. Anything that you messed up. Alright, so let's push the other button. And we won't have to go all the way back here because it will open the path for us, so that's actually cool. This is a really cool effect, I like this a lot. Whoop! Bridges, paths, corridors, awesome. I feel like I'm climbing up the stairs and then going on a bridge above the area down here. Which is really cool, I like it a lot. Alrighty, so let's see what's in here. Oh, this is actually fairly simple, we just move the blocks of nothingness around. This one's a lot easier than the other one. I mean, it's a lot quicker actually. Alright, there's the button. And we can leave. Reach, that's our next goal. So let's play for like 1 more minute or so. To show off some new mechanics. And we'll get a new song. It'll be a little bit more quiet so you can hear it. Because it's really good. So here we have an example of a song. It's actually part of the gameplay. You can see that as the song changes, as you move along the level, the song changes and everything moves in rhythm. I love things that move in rhythm with the song. That's like one of my favorite game design elements. I really like that a lot. Alright. Move, this is gonna get all sucked in. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh, yeah, that was a bad idea. Alrighty. Oh, what? Oh. Okay, where did I get... Okay, I guess there was like a checkpoint bug there. Where am I? This is... Okay, keep in mind I'm playing a pre-release build, so it's not actually finished yet. Oh god, I'm completely stuck. I game bug out. That hasn't happened to me yet. Let's go back to the main menu. I'll just show off the options. This game prefers form over function, which can be annoying, but at first I was kind of a bit annoyed that the options menu is like this. But it adds a lot to the feel of the game, I feel. If you want just function, this menu will probably be a bit annoying because we have to, like, if you want to change the input, we have to go all the way here with our current input, which may or may not be good for you. It may be a little bit annoying and confusing. You can throw in another menu, and you can say keyboard, controller. We can choose the keyboard, we can choose the controller. If we go here, it will actually open an entire menu, and you can actually change the things that I mentioned. So yeah, so if you don't like the controls, you can do this. You can choose the button, enter key S. Yes, let's enter to confirm. So yeah, that actually works. Actually, you cannot do the thing that I want. It's always up, down, left, and right, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. It's alright. Yeah, I'm gonna actually end this video here. This one went a little bit longer than I expected. I was going to just show it off for 5-10 minutes. It's almost 25 minutes now. And I think I really managed to tell you guys what I like about this game. I think it's really good. It's available now on Steam for $6, €6, regional equivalent, whatever you please. If you like artistic games, if you like minimalistic games, if you like games that are really, really style focused, if you like games that have an awesome soundtrack, if you like puzzle games, if you like black and white games with a circle and a square, this is a game for you. Yeah, I'm gonna actually end this video here. Thank you guys very much for watching. My name has been Twisted from Hanabene Games, and I will see you next time.